Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to an episode of Top Tier Talk. Amir, take it away.
Yes, episode 2 of the football roundup in the off season. First topic: transfers. Big signing of the last week. Darwin Nunez has joined Liverpool. What are you lot thinking? Is he going to flop? Is he going to be a good signing?
Chavez is gagging to get his opinion
I'm
out.
loving this. Darwin, all I'm saying is, before I say anything about Nunez, I didn't want him at Man United. I'd watched the previous videos. I said I want other players instead of him. No, I don't think he cost. The amount they paid for him is ridiculous. But again, the only thing going for Nunez right now is that usually when Liverpool sign a player, they do well. So besides that, I don't actually see anything that he brings to Liverpool, personally. Besides from his
maybe?
Yeah, but his all-round play isn't that of a Liverpool standard, is it? Or any, I think, Premier League standard at the moment. That's just my opinion.
I want to crack on at that and isn't he 21 years old?
He is very young.
He's very young, and it's a lot of trust to put. It's a lot of money and trust to put into a 21-year-old guy to come into like a complete different league and say, yeah, because you're smashing it in the Portuguese league. Yeah, fair enough, he's doing it, but 100 million on a name tag at the age of 21. It's a lot of pressure for the kid. Like next season, he's got to perform to like max. I know, so it's tough to grasp for the guy.
Yeah, Dan, what do you think? You're very vocal about Liverpool, especially their front three from the Portuguese league.
Liverpool correspondent.
Would you say Darwin Nunez is erratic? The decision making's not there as well. What do you think?
You're sticking me in the deep end here.
I am a bit. I'm sorry.
I feel like it was a fair comment about Diaz. I feel like everyone's misunderstood what I meant. He just needs to round off his decision making, and then they came a bit of the Mane. But that's not the question you asked. I don't know. A couple of years ago, his finishing wasn't great. Like Chavez is a big admirer of the XG stats, and he was nowhere near what he should have been the last 2 years prior and the season before last. But last season, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'm 99% sure he was above that. So either the quality of the chances were a lot better, or he's become a better player. Either one of the two. But if he can carry that form on, if a player's exceeding or at least somewhat matching their XG as a striker, you can't complain. But as Chavez touched on, every player that not every, but most players that go to Liverpool, they tend to hit the ground running, and very few players fail under Klopp. At Liverpool anyway. So
that's the kind of point I was gonna make. I don't think Klopp he can only become a good player under Klopp, and we can only see his game improve. We'll see if he lives up to the price tag, but I guess there's exciting times for Liverpool fans with this new signing.
I think he's very quickly before you say it as well though. Like didn't Grealish cost like 100 million euros, or was it 100 million pounds?
Pounds, yeah.
Pounds, yeah.
But still, that's still a triple figure sum. Like only a select few players in the world have ever been bought for like that amount of money.
Yeah.
So it's, as I say, like he's in a legacy club now where he's been bought for three figures.
It's also
just under
the record. Did he break
the
record? Right, Liverpool's transfer record.
Liverpool's, yeah.
Van Dijk with it. But the one thing I did see, obviously, he's essentially coming in to replace Mane.
Yes.
And it was someone had worked it out as I think it would have 410 grand a week or something. So I think someone worked it out as if they was to pay Mane his 410 grand a week for the next, say, 3-4 years or whatever it was, it's cheaper to sign Darwin Nunez for 100 million and give him 120 grand or whatever he's reportedly on than to give Mane his money.
And
so it's
younger as well.
Mane wanted 410 grand.
I'm pretty sure it's 410. It might have been euros, but I'm pretty sure it wanted 410.
Fair enough, to be honest. But the thing, I'm going to contradict what I said. I still think I think he's going to succeed at Liverpool. I was saying, imagine Marcus Rashford in the Liverpool system. Imagine Martial. Put anyone in there, man. I'm not putting it to Man United, but put anyone in there. It's Klopp, and it's the best attacking system in world football. In terms of Nunez's own decision-making, he smashed it. If he went to Man United, God knows what would have happened to his career. So for him, well done.
And then something I do want to also say, I guess we've got to give big props to Benfica's transfer policy or something. I heard they've made over $1 billion in terms of transfers in the last God knows how long. So big up. There's a bit like Dortmund as well. They make good money on their players. But another big transfer that's actually came in today that's quite surprising is Yves Bissouma to Spurs. And I don't want to talk about that transfer exactly. I want to talk about Spurs' window so far. They've got Perisic. They're after a few more players. Do you think this could be like a new page for Spurs with the Antonio Conte in charge? Could they?
Fucking hope not.
They need to be careful because if you look at for example, when they sold Bale and everyone was like, "Oh my god, they've lost he was one of the best players in the world at the time." There's no doubt about that.
Right.
And then they went in and bought 15 new people or whatever it was, or like spending the Bale money. And
Yeah.
it's like whether you're Klopp, whether you're Mourinho, whether you're Guardiola, whether you're Conte, if you've got to try and integrate 15 extra people into any squad, let alone Spurs, who have got players like Son, Kane, Højbjerg, Lloris, like players like that, like again Romero's coming, and you've got to try and add in an extra 15 bodies and keep everyone happy and give everyone an equal share of game time. You can't really do it. So if I'm not, obviously they've only signed 3 or 4 players so far, and they're good signings.
Very good signings.
If they carry on doing what they're doing, it could be dangerous. It could cause upset. It could work out for them. They could give everyone.
One counter argument is that I guess this time is that they haven't sold anyone big to like fund this cash injection. It's like I guess that's the kind of difference. And the players he's bought so far, the Yves Bissouma's Premier League proven is very good. I think United and Arsenal have been after him for quite a while.
Yeah, 25 million.
I do like him.
It's 25 million.
That's
really
ridiculously good. Yeah.
I guess.
I don't think there's going to be many better deals for a top 6 side in this window. Again, because as you said, he ticks all the boxes. He's Premier League proven. He knows that he hasn't got to move around. He hasn't got a climb. He might have to climb to the play style, but he hasn't got to come into and go. For example, he's going to probably smash it. But Haaland, for example, he's got to move from Bundesliga to the Premier League. I'm not doubting his ability to do that. He does have. Well, I believe he has the ability to do that. Whereas Bissouma's just moving from Brighton to London, and obviously a slightly different play style, but that's not as much of a ball ache. I think as a whole new league, as well as a whole new team.
Yeah, Chavez, what did you want to say anything on that?
Yeah, so I was going to say Bissouma at £25 million is the pound for pound best signing this season. No one's going to beat that. No one's paying 25 million for a player this season at DM for starters, and he's Premier League. Like, what's going to be? Unless obviously a free agent gets signed here or there, but maybe an Eriksen goes somewhere. But like the DM market is so difficult right now. You're seeing Man United struggle day in day out. We're investigating, we're interested, we're doing all sorts with every DM in world football. And even then, it's for like 50, 60 million. So Bissouma, I didn't personally know Bissouma was 25 million. That's ridiculous. So I can't believe that's happened. But again, Champions League, I'm presuming that's worth.
Very true. I guess another place to go to is United. You guys obviously heavily linked with Frankie de Jong, Chavez. What's your whole mood in terms of this signing? Do you think it'll be done soon? Do you think it's going to be one of them ones where it doesn't happen in the end? Do you want the player?
No, of course I want the player. I think a lot of the fan base right now is really dejected. Again, this could change. By the time anyone sees this, we might have signed someone. But we're only 9-10 days in, and I don't think we should compare ourselves to other clubs like Spurs and how quick they're moving. I would give it 2 more weeks, and if we don't see any movement by 2 more weeks, then it's time to worry again. I just think the managers knew and some of the people upstairs knew, so I have a bit more faith. If this was last year, and we're moving the way we are right now, I'd be really worried. I do get why United fans are worried, but so far, no worries for me. I do think we'll get De Jong. I think we might get Anthony, and we'll have to see about Timber, because they had the whole, I think Ten does have a bit of an agreement with Ajax about not, completely stealing the whole squad. So we might get one of Timber or Anthony. So we'll see. No, I'm not too depressed right now, like some United fans.
No, I guess no, you're right.
Benefit the doubt, really.
Boys, can I ask a question?
Go for it.
It might be a tiny bit off topic, but I really want to know what the crack is with this.
What's that?
Dortmund's profile picture, they're changing it to just that. Do you know it's BVB09? I don't know why they've just changed it to just that.
Oh, thanks.
We've got a puzzle.
Might be.
No, I mean,
but they've was Haaland number 9? Haaland was number 9, wasn't he? And obviously his first name was like Brout. Maybe they just got rid of the B's and the 9s. I don't know.
Wait, have you just thought of that? What?
That's got to be up. That's got to be up as a
surely not.
Was he number 9? Was he number 9? I'll have a guess.
No, he was 39.
No, he was 9.
Nah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at some other Donny. I'm looking at long hair.
on the Haaland deal, very quickly. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be a rampage for City? Do you think he's going to do bits? Is he going to be a bit injury prone? Do you think he'll miss? Because
I'm loving all the future, like the people who have just been predicting the future and saying he's going to get injured. Like, how do you know that?
I guess
realistically,
from past seasons, they kind of just.
but it's almost like I'm seeing specific dates. Like, oh, in October he's going to get injured. Like he is going to get a lot of goals. It's Haaland and it's Man City and De Bruyne are supplying him. That's my opinion on him.
No, I completely agree. I guess that rounds up the transfers this week. Hopefully, my club and your club do more activity. I know you've got this Marquinhos guy, but we don't really know much about him. And you, Chavez.
No.
Do you know much about him?
No? How do you want to speak to Marquinhos?
We've got, he's a left winger. He's Marquinhos and Martinelli, the Brazilians, wanderers.
I guess, yeah, that's the kind of, you can still see Arsenal's transfer policy with the youngsters. So,
but Martinelli's not going to start, isn't he?
Why would he not start?
Why would he not start?
What position is Marquinhos?
He'll play left or right. I'll do whatever the fuck he tells me. Do you know what I mean? He does whatever I tell him.
Martinelli's bench for the season.
He does whatever I tell him. No, you see, we're linked with Tillemans, we're linked with Zinchenko, we're linked with Jesus. We're just linked FC for fuck's at the moment.
You are. Which one of them do you reckon you'd want the most, though?
Post-war Zinchenko's on different gravy, by the way.
Post-war Zinchenko.
He's on different.
I definitely want Jesus or a number 9 in general because we need one. Lacazette's gone now, and yes, Nketiah is obviously signed a new. Is he signed or signing? I don't know.
I believe they're still in talks, but he'll probably get done, right?
But that's what I'm saying. But he's still. I don't know. We just need that experienced number 9, like up there. So I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess Jesus maybe. I saw we were linked with Raheem Sterling. I'm like, no, I don't want him.
You're linked with Ousmane Dembele as well. I saw.
I think that's that's very probable, to be honest.
Injury prone FC.
If he keeps fit, Dembele, he could do bits at Chelsea. But
what about Neymar to Chelsea?
That's the truth. No. Why not?
No, but that's not going to happen, is it?
You never know.
Do you know? Yeah. What are you, Fabs?
I mean, Fabs. No, you're David.
Or was he the ice cream out?
Yeah. No, he's not been probably.
All right. Off transfers. Now we're going to do a little. Was it start, bench, and sell? And we've got a few players, and these are going to be in a random order. I'm not gonna just go for the ones we've talked about before. So we're going to start with managers here. Bless you.
Thank you.
We've got Klopp, Conte, and Guardiola. I don't know how we're going to do.
We did all time.
What would we do? All time or this season?
All time. Come on, all time.
Okay, all time. I don't know how we're going to do with managers keep bench sell, but
wait.
Top then.
Klopp, Guardiola, and who?
Antonio Conte. Top 3 managers probably in the league.
We're going all time. Guardiola goes top.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Okay.
Guardiola, Conte, Klopp. Yeah.
Conte over Klopp.
Yeah.
Wow.
Conte has won like everywhere he's gone.
Yeah.
No Champions League though.
No, but I know you look at, for example, Klopp, and you go, yeah, he's won the UCL, etc. But and he's won stuff at Liverpool, and he's won stuff at Dortmund. But
he got a huge double last season.
little, just twisting the knife a little bit there, El. But yeah, whereas Conte literally, anything, everywhere. Like, I don't know. For me, I think he's I know he falls out with boards of management quite quickly, but I feel like he is a better manager, but he's also managing a squad when he first gets there. I feel like you look at the boost he gave Spurs. Spurs
look what Klopp did at Liverpool.
Guardiola,
he's had time.
I can back that, Chris.
I would agree. I think because of the European success as well, I think that kind of trumps.
The Champions League did it for me.
Okay, next one. Tough one here. We've got the DMs. We've got Rodri, Declan Rice, and Fabinho. Keep, sell, bench.
Rodri's the best DM in world
football.
Rodri.
Keep Rodri, bench Rice, sell Fabinho.
Ooh.
Wow.
No.
Rodri,
for me,
bench Fabinho and sell Rice.
Sell Rice, yeah.
I'm not.
I agree.
For
with
me,
that.
if I was to build, hypothetically, if we're using this to build a team, for example, Fabinho, obviously, he's quality, but if you're selling one of them, you have to get rid of the oldest. Do you know what I mean? Like,
what are you on about?
Like, keep, bench, or sell. If you're getting rid of one out of the equation, if you had to pick one to keep or bench,
Dan, keep, bench, or sell is basically 1 to 3. In other words, so
yeah. Well, no, but as in,
stop getting technical with it.
Technically, if you consider their youth development, they might be,
I know what you mean. You mean you don't want to
Yeah.
destroy the best player, the second best player on the bench, and sell him to another. No, don't get too logical with that.
Yeah,
no one's going to
no,
understand.
no, do
All
that
right,
then.
okay. My Declan Rice agenda's showing through, bottom of the list.
That's a bad opinion. I think based on last season, if we're doing it, Declan Rice. No, we do Rodri start, bench Rice, and sell Fabinho.
No, what about overall?
Overall, what are we doing overall? Well, overall, then obviously it'd be Fabinho, Rodri, Rice.
Yeah, we're exactly.
Well, you
Rice
put
is
Fabinho
out
ahead of
the team.
Rodri.
All time, yeah, overall.
Sticky
Overall.
one. Sticky one.
Overall's probably Rodri's one.
Yeah, I agree.
Bad opinion, bad. But if you want to get technical with Dan, wouldn't you sell Rice down because of the English tax?
Yeah, that's what I said. Brian,
Yeah, get some money, Dan.
Now wants to sell the oldest.
Yeah, just hates old people.
Okay, next
Tell
one.
people in English.
Goalkeepers now. We got keep, bench, sell. Alisson, Edison, De Gea.
Of what? Like last season, all time?
all time.
No,
all
I don't.
time.
Stop. Are we doing all time for all
All
these?
time, all time. Come on.
I said
We'll do
we
both.
did
Do
last
both.
season.
Do both. Do both.
Well, all time is De Gea. Then
Yeah.
wait, who was it? Alisson, Edison. Then Alisson, then Edison. For me.
That's
Yeah.
a bad opinion.
No, that's all time.
Four.
That's the correct
Alisson,
answer.
De Gea.
No.
Alisson had De Gea all time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
De Gea was an animal in his prime.
I'm not saying it was. Alisson's an animal.
Was he?
Yeah, but De Gea was a bigger
De Gea-
animal.
But De Gea wasn't in goal when Atletico were in Europa Leagues and stuff, or Champions League, were they? Or was he? Sure, I can't remember off the top of my head. When did you sign him?
Don't follow Atletico Madrid football.
Let me just find out.
Well,
Courtois as well.
When did you start? It didn't ask.
2011, 2012, around then.
Okay, so it would have been like borderline.
Mm.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree De Gea first.
Then Alisson, then Edison, right?
Why?
What about Edison's shot stopping him?
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
big boy shot stopper.
What's your list?
What, of all time or this season?
We'll do this season as well. I think we're going to stay random.
Okay. Alisson, Edison, De Gea.
Alisson, De Gea, Edison.
Alisson, De Gea, Edison.
Oh,
This
tongue
season.
twister.
Go on, you Dan. What are you
Dan?
saying? Who are you going to sell,
What?
Dan? Who's
I
the
don't know how you
oldest?
put Edison third if he top
who's
of the league.
Because he can't save. He can't.
Do you remember
What
Edison
you
making a save?
You put Zach Steffen in that team. I don't know if they get the same amount.
No,
Probably
it
makes
should
more
be-
saves than
No,
Edison.
but you
waffle.
say that Edison and
I
Alisson
do say that though.
come joint for
Yeah,
Golden
all right, Dan.
Yeah, but look at the
Take-
defense
take-
in front of them. Look at the defense as
Yeah,
well.
some
They're
people
really
like
good.
that. Analysing it.
Technicalities, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at their beards, when they didn't have.
No, Dan, what is it? What is it? Say it free.
Based on last season, what are you going
Based on
by?
last season, Alisson, Edison, De Gea.
Bad opinion again.
Great opinion, Daniel.
How is Edison above De Gea?
Who won the league?
Yeah, that
Why do you
was
put
the
Alisson?
defense.
The one
Why
who-
you Wait, did you say Alisson ahead of Edison?
And then when who won the league? Yeah, that
I
was
say-
dumb. That was quite dumb.
Okay, so
Oh,
you
Dan.
gotta move on from this. I'm already getting triggered. Triggering me.
Triggered United fan. Next one. We've got Battle of the English
Listen.
Wingers.
English wingers, yeah.
Yeah. We've got
Saka.
Saka, Grealish, Sancho.
Sal
What?
Sancho.
Like last season.
Sale Sancho.
Wait. Last
Still
season
bench.
overall.
Last season.
Ceiling.
Last season.
Yeah.
Saka,
He was-
Grealish, Sancho.
No,
went
I'd
ceiling
make a case for
Sancho above
Sancho
everyone.
being ahead of Grealish.
would
Saka,
you?
Sancho, Grealish.
Guy was non-existent for the first part of the season.
Chavez,
Yeah,
who won the league?
Grealish was
Chavez,
dead.
who won the league? Yeah.
Well, by himself. Grealish did nothing for this league. Okay, he did a bit, but still not enough.
Nah,
to
it's
say
just
it
his
all.
interview. Last game of the season. Thanks to Bernardo for coming off after 70 minutes. You're having a shocker.
Grealish celebrated a lot. Like he did the best celebrations, but that's about it. Saka, Sancho, Grealish.
Saka, Grealish, Sancho.
Overall, Sancho, Grealish, Saka.
Overall.
Overall.
Actually, overall, I agree with that.
Who's your overall?
Sancho, Grealish, Saka.
Yeah, overall.
No.
What?
How was that wrong?
Grealish, Sancho, Saka.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean no? You can't just say no and then think you're right. Why not?
I am
Sancho,
right. Yeah.
What's no? Individually, look at the player. Sancho's done so much more than Grealish, and his ability.
Oh,
on the
no,
ball-
he hasn't. Look at what he did for Aston
In
Villa.
Bundesliga,
What did he do
Bundesliga
for-
Sanchez anymore.
What do you mean
Yeah,
different?
Bundesliga Sanchez
The
is
captain of
different.
Aston Villa brought Aston Villa back to the
Bundesliga.
brought Aston Villa back up.
Soundbite there.
It's funny, man.
Okay, yeah, whatever. We're just
Alright,
going to disagree till the end of days.
Okay, and then we've got the battle of the cams then, the English attacking midfielders. Maddison, Dan loves him. Mount, Foden. Keep, bench, sell.
Keep
Foden,
Foden, bench Madison, sell Mount.
No.
Agreed.
No.
Yeah, agreed.
No.
Pace and pound.
No.
What are you for Madison? Oh, sorry, no.
Start Foden, obviously. Bench Mount and sell Grealish. Sell Grealish, sell Maddison.
Poor Jack getting it from all angles.
Wait. Is this on last season? Because then, yeah, Mount was brilliant. No, actually, do you know what? No, Madison was incredible.
No, he
last
wasn't.
season.
He was a Norwich.
Yeah.
He was a Norwich and Watford merchant.
No,
He just
Mount was
wasn't,
good
was
last
he?
season, but Madison was brilliant as well. And he was in a Leicester team versus a Chelsea team. So, yeah, Madison had a man.
It doesn't matter.
What? You're the be all and end all. The
No,
final answer.
but look how many games Chelsea played last season as well. And then the competition, like Mount played well in the second leg against Real Madrid, etc. Who did Maddison do it against?
It's not Madison's fault Leicester aren't capable of playing in a competition like that. I thought, no, Madison was good.
Look
I think Madison should be in
level
England
of competition. Madison should be in England. Over who? Would you start him? That's
Mount.
another question.
Mount.
Would you start
He's
him?
not even Mount.
No, I wouldn't start him, but he's got to be in there for someone. I can't think who's is JWP in there because I'd actually take that now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll pass him there.
Yeah, it's time for him to go.
Fair enough. Okay, I guess we go to the big one, the last one, the battle of the strikers. Keep, bench, sell. Harry Kane, Robert Lewandowski, and Karim Benzema.
Career, I'd say career.
I say we do career as well.
Like if you were to have a Champions League final tomorrow, who are you starting? No, not Champions League. World Cup.
Benzema, Lewandowski, Kane.
So hard.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
so
hard,
hard,
because
'cause
if you do it based on
but
career,
but
he's right.
If you look at Kane, obviously you can ignoring the fact that the whole world he's now won a trophy.
Yeah.
He's also got the luxury of playing in England. You look at the players that Kane's been surrounded by in, like he's had Bruni, he's as you said we had Mount. He's
Well,
like
then
our
look at
generation
Karim
of players.
Benzema's literally had the best.
That's
Mbappe
No,
and
but
Pogba.
that's what I'm saying. But if you look at Levin, that's why I put him second because he's
Mm.
also like again he's also been stuck in the Bundesliga and you can use Bundesliga tax, etc. But
Right.
Okay, no, a Billy.
if that's what I'm saying, but if you put him, as you said, career, if you put Lewandowski in, I know he's not French, but in the French team or in the English team or in the German team, like no disrespect to Polish players, but they're not the quality of your World Cup winning French and German sides.
Yeah, no, I agree.
The better players just surrounded by the more
Let's
goals.
do it as a
possession.
player. As a
But
player.
then if you look at the
ability, just-
league as well, look at the players that Karim Benzema and Robert Lewandowski have had around them compared to Harry Kane. It's
I would put Kane. If it was just pure ability of just the player themselves individual, Kane first. Then I'd put Benzema, then Lewandowski.
based on ability, really.
Kane's everything. Kane has
Yeah.
more playmaking ability.
Yeah,
than
if you're
both
looking
of
at
them.
ability, Kane's clear. Kane's
Sure,
one of the
everything.
best.
I know he's not won anything, but still, just as a player.
What about based on last season? Then?
Well, Benzema obviously first, and then I put Lewandowski, then Kane.
Yeah, okay.
I'd agree with that.
I agree with that.
No,
I guess I'll have to agree with that as well.
It's just
but
all-
that I think that rounds up our little discussion. We'll do more hot topics next week. More transfer stuff. We'll probably, hopefully, our clubs will be more active in this window. I know it's just started, but yeah, tune in next week.